Hey, what is going on, party people? Greg Jenkins here from Monkeypod Marketing, and in this video, I wanna show you the technical breakdown for how to build a query string to pass information from your Keap delivered email to a landing page. And the reason that you would do this is to pre-populate either fields that the customer can see or to populate hidden fields to make sure that the information that is captured through that landing page is tied back to the appropriate contact record. So this is a question that I have seen pop up a number of times over the years in different Keap user groups and on community forums, and it was recently asked inside my private community, the OG membership. And so I thought I would just create a video here documenting it because it can be a little technical. You know, even just the phrase query string sounds intimidating for some people. So I want to show you exactly what this looks like. And I should call out that in a perfect world, the email platform, Keap, would take care of this for us. It would automatically attach the right information, and then the landing page would automatically receive it and plug it into the right fields. But I have found some inconsistencies in terms of depending on that for my own use cases. And so what I'm going to show you is the process for building out your own query string to sort of attach that information to the URL so that when a subscriber clicks a link in your email, their information is passed through that link to the resulting page and it's filled into those fields automatically. And so this demo is going to be for the Keap landing page builder, but the same process, the same technical sleuthing that I'm going to show you could be used for any landing page builder. So if you want to send the person who's clicking the link to a landing page or to a page on your website and you need to pass that information somewhere else, this same link structure and building should be able to accomplish that for you as well. Okay, so it starts by loading the landing page, loading the page you want to send people to. And then you're going to click into one of the fields and you're gonna right click on that field and choose the inspect option. Now, I know that this can feel a little technical. It's gonna open up a panel that you may never have touched if you're not a coder or a developer, but what you're looking for here is the input ID, and that's sort of the code's language for the name of that field. So you're gonna copy the value for the input ID. And then you're going to, in like a notepad or a doc of some sort, you're gonna start to construct your own link by pasting in the URL to the landing page, and then you'll use a question mark which begins the query string. So the question mark is just telling the link like, hey, this is the URL, and then everything after the question mark is what we are attaching here. And effectively what you'll do is build out, they're called value pairs or parameters, I think. And so the first one is what you just copied, the input ID. So you'll paste that in, and then you'll put equals, and you'll type in whatever the value is that you want to go into that field. So if it's first name or if it's given name or whatever the name of that input ID is, you'll then put Greg or the corresponding value. And then you'll go back to your landing page and you'll right click on the next field and do the same thing. So whatever the second field is, if it's last name, if it's birthday, if it's email or phone number or some other field, you'll continue to do this. So right click, choose inspect, grab the name, the input ID name, and then go to your link and create the structure there. Now, the key for building out your link is that for the very first one, you use a question mark, indicating the start of the query string. But then for every other value pair, as you continue to build out that link structure, you'll use the ampersand. So you'll use the and symbol to add the next one. So value pair equal, and then the value, and so on and so forth, until you have the whole link with any of the fields that you want to have populated as it loads. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and pop that link into your browser just to test, right? And what you should see is the placeholder values that you used they should pre-populate the fields on that page. So as the page loads, the values that you put, Greg, Jenkins, June 5th, whatever they are, should be slotted into the corresponding fields, because what's happening is that as the page loads, the extra information you've attached to that URL is instructing the page, like, hey, load this page, but also put this value into this field, and put this value into this field, and this value into this field. So you're basically instructing it, right? And then once you have verified that the query string does work and that those values are going into the appropriate fields, then what we need to do, you've created like a sample link, but we need to modify that link so that it works dynamically for every recipient, right? If you're going to use it inside Keap, we need to change those static placeholder values out for merge fields. So the way that you do that is you pop it into the body of an email, you take out Greg and you replace it with the merge field for first name. You take out Jenkins and you replace it with the merge field for last name, and so on and so forth, so that you have replaced each of the static values with a merge field that's going to be populated on a per recipient basis. And then the way that this works is you copy the new link that you've created with the merge fields in it, and you can use that as the destination URL for any link you create, or for buttons or behind images. And then as that email goes out to individuals, when they click, their information will be slotted in to personalize that query string. Their information will be passed to the resulting page that loads. And then when they submit the landing page, their information will either be updated with the new values that they put in, or anything that you've added to collect on that page will then be attached to that contact record, because the way that these landing pages work is that the email address is the common denominator. That's the source of duplicate checking. So it knows that if the email address is constant, to take the information and to attach it to the contact record that email address was originally tied to. So this structure, this query string process, can be used to pass information to all sorts of pages. So like I said, if you're using the Keap landing page builder, then this probably should give you what you need to create an email that sends the own info to the page and then lets the contact update their preferences or capture new details about them. But similarly, you could take this same process and send information to landing pages built on other platforms, or to pages on your website, or anywhere else where you may need to pass information through that query string process. So hopefully this tutorial gives you a framework for how this can work and some ideas for where it might be useful in your business. If you have any comments or questions, drop them below. Otherwise, take care and thanks for watching.